of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Like 42, like 42.
Cousins. And Diggs has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
I like this focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. from midfield. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Slam, slam. Check three, check three, check three.
Gun.
Check the call, check the call.
Gun.
Right up.
Go ahead, go ahead. Where's the hot?
Cousins gives way to Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Squish, squish.
Gun.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
What a hot! What are you?
Cut, cut, cut.
Hey, Steamer.
Patch it.
Rose.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gun.
Go now. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Cousins now. And his pass incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Listen to me.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
from the gun. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Hey, box drop. Gun.
It's going to be a long day.
Fourth down, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gun.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, 382. Liz 50.
Watch out.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Gun.
Check 25. Mike 42. I got one.
Lucky 48. Black.
Crunch. Watch the edge. Check 99. Check.
Rhino.
A toss to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing
Gun.
Hey, check.
Now Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Nice hit, boy.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Switch it. Here you go. Switch it.
Hey, can. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen, is complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Gun.
They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
You must
Bring up 48.
Mike's 50. Coming to you.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Go!
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
Zebra.
42. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Third and goal for Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Single.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back one. 40's the mark.
You remember me? Let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Rodgers flushed out right. And Adams has it complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I got it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check your hot read. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Showing that. He's checking.
Gun.
Crash. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Packers' 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Watch the slant. Check 15.
Hey, bring up 48. Greystone, travel.
42 the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Again, it's Cook. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? Gun.
Let's go right here. Mike's 42.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
Slam. Chance.
Wait, son.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Yellow.
Switch up.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. Check.
Gun.
They run. Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Go! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist! Twist, twist!
Gun!
Banjo. 42's a mark, 42's a mark. Set the tone, defense.
What is that?
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Begin.
Rhino!
Hey, turn it up. Check nickel.
Under first.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
42 the mic, boy, 42 the mic. Let's put him on.
Gun!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Line's 42.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 2 now, second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Check 4.
Good route here.
Watch twist.
Hey, flicker.
Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's our time. It's our time. Set.
Gun.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 42.
Hey, Delta.
Get away.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 42.
Hey, let's get that.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 48.
Hey, watch the slant. Spons. No.
Hey, 382, list 50.
Nice 42.
All right, wide.
Let's go.
Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Shahad, what are these?
Who that? Shoot.
Quicker on the up. Hey, yo.
42 to Mike.
Hey, Wahoo. Gun.
Off the flat.
Here we go, bring the ass.
Cousins to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Gotta do better.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun. First.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Here we go again. Mike, two. Mike,
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.